So you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do, go on your phone, scroll on Instagram. For countless hours, you're just there watching reels, talking to friends, messaging, checking stories. Does that sound like you? And after that, you want to do your next dopamine inducing habit of the day. You want to play some video games. 1 hour won't hurt, right? 1 hour, so little. You have the rest of the day to work out, to study, etc. But that 1 hour turns to 2 hours, then 3 hours, then 4 hours, maybe 5 hours. And after that, you need to eat some junk food. Because obviously, the dopamine is never enough and you need that instant rush. So what do? You go eat some chocolates, take some chips. One day won't hurt, right? It's just a rest day. Well, all these habits compound in the long term. And that's what's brought you here today. The first tip I would give you is progressively unload. So all of the activities you're doing right now, be it video games or watching television, whatever it is, whatever your vice is, all of us have our different vices, right? So you've compounded that over so many years, countless years you spent just playing video games, watching television, right? So how do you expect to just suddenly just stop everything? I don't think that's humanly possible, right? Imagine today you start working out, right? So for years you haven't worked out. Do you expect to get all the gains possible in a day? No, right? It takes time. You need to progressively overload. For example, you go to the gym, you deadlift 30 kgs right now. It's not like you're gonna straight away move on to a 200 kg deadlift, right? It's gonna take some time. You're gonna go slowly, progressively overloading. So that's the similar concept over here, which is progressively unloading. So all the activity you spent so many years trying to harness, trying to improve, trying to move ahead in, be it your video gaming ability, etc. So now you need to take that back. So you need to progressively unload. So if you play 3 hours a day right now, make it 2.5 hours. Then if you can stick to that consistently, make it 2 hours. If you can stick with that consistently, 1.5 hour, 1 hour, until you don't have the craving to do it anymore. Until you enjoy, until you have so many more things in your life which are better than doing that one activity. So my second piece of advice to you is find something better than your instant gratification activities. So for me personally, I used to enjoy watching television, right? So now I switched that television up with a bunch of other activities that I enjoy. Like I started boxing, I started going to the gym, I started playing football. All these activities I enjoyed doing. So I started spending more of my time doing these than I did watching television. And progressively, I started not enjoying television as much as I did those other activities. So I spent more of my day thinking about these good, positive activities than I did thinking about this negative. So that is what helped me progressively unload even further. And my advice to you is find a hobby which you enjoy, which can actually replace these instant gratification activities. It can be anything. Maybe sign up today to a local martial arts club because my last video also says you should obviously start fighting as a young man. Understand that you can do a lot of other activities as well. You like playing sports, maybe join a sports club near your house. Maybe play football, cricket, whatever sport you enjoy playing, honestly. Anything. If you enjoy studying, then join a study group. If you enjoy reading, join a book club. There are so many things you can do with your life, but you don't choose to. Why? You're going to sit at home and play video games, watch television, scroll on Instagram. Seriously? Is that what your life has come down to? Is that what you want to do with your life? Do you want to waste your life? I'm going to tell you something straight up, right? We got one life. Now, if you want to waste your life in just, doing all these activities, achieving nothing, then I think that's on you. And honestly, I don't cater to that kind of guy. Because I think the one thing I'm always scared of in my life is failing and not achieving something. And I think many masculine men do have this similar thing that they're afraid of, which is not achieving anything. So if you want, I'm not saying that I'm the role model you need to look up to, because I honestly have a lot of things that are still weak about me, that I still need to improve. And I'm never saying that I've reached my goal. I've never completed my purpose. I'm still peeling down my layers. However, I think I'm further along in my journey than I was a year, 2 years ago, that I'm here sitting here and giving you your advice. I believe that we get one life, and instead of wasting it in instant gratification activities, why not try to improve ourselves? Become the best versions of ourselves. Because all the actions we do today, sometime in our future, we will either look back on them with happiness, with gratitude, or with regret. Now, do you want to be the 80-year-old guy on his deathbed regretting all the actions he wish he had made? Or being the 80-year-old guy who's grateful for the life he lived because He did every activity which he knew would help him in his life. I want to say this directly to you as a brother, as a friend, whatever you consider me. Do you want to look back with your life with regret or gratitude? And once you answer that one question in your life, I think all the decisions will pan out correctly. These are just 2-3 tips that I've given you, but it all comes down to your self-image, the way you portray your life, the way you want to live your life, and always follow this one rule of life which I've always followed, which is regret or gratitude. So yeah, I think that's the end of this video. I think I've covered a very important topic, made a reach into philosophy at the end, but I think this was necessary. Just tell me how you felt about this video. It's a little longer, I think. So if you like these style of videos, will be continued. Comment down below if you whatever video you want next.